Anybody recognize this driver? Take some guesses. I'll wait. It might actually surprise you what driver we are talking about, because today we're talking about shaved face drivers. You might have heard about it, you might have even done it and not told your playing partners. But at the end of the day, there's still probably a large percentage of you out there that have no idea what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Roll the intro. All right, when we first heard about a company shaving the face of drivers, we didn't know what to expect, but it definitely piqued our curiosity. So much so that we ran this test actually 5 years ago with a TaylorMade Jet Speed, if you remember those. With the shaved face, we saw lower spin, higher ball speeds, and greater distances. Pretty cool. So how do they actually do this? Pretty self-explanatory. When they say they shave the face, they literally shave the face. So why does this affect the ball speed and distance of a driver? Well, if you think about it, driver faces are actually made with different thicknesses depending on where the face it is. You might have heard of something called like a trampoline effect. So when you shave it, you create a thinner layer. So just think about it like this. If I throw a baseball at you at 100 miles an hour and you hit it back at me at 86 miles an hour, they shave the face of the bat down a little bit. I throw, once again, a 100 mile an hour fastball, and now instead of you hitting it at 86 miles an hour, you're able to hit it at 90 miles an hour. Obviously, ball speeds are up and so are distances. But is that going to equate to not just better distances, but better accuracy? And will these things crack? Let's find out. All right, quick disclaimer. These drivers are illegal and non-conforming. So just remember that if you're playing in any sanctioned USGA events. But if you want to leg up and drive it a little bit past your buddy without him knowing, at the end of the day, golf's just a game. So if you want to just have fun, maybe you want to give it a try. A lot has happened in the world and in golf over the past 5 years. So we got the bug to do the test again. So we reached out to our friends over at worldshottestdrivers.com and they sent us these. It's the TaylorMade Stealth Plus. Is that what you guessed in the beginning? Probably not. So here is the deal. We have 3 identical drivers, but there's something slightly different about each one. We have the stock Stealth with no modifications, as you can see with the red face. Then we have the slightly milled or shaven face of the Stealth that gives you a 0.86 COR. And then for all of you out there that want to hit the big dingers, we have the heavily milled face or shaved face, which gives you a 0.90 COR. All right, we brought in testers with mid swing speeds. That's anything between 90 and 105 miles per hour. We had each tester hit each club 10 times and we took the raw averages. Now remember, this is just a quick informal test to see if you can hit more dingers. All right, having said that, let's hop into the data and actually find out. All right, let's start with the stock TaylorMade Stealth that has not been shaved. Let's talk distance first. Carry, 224.8 yards. Total yards, 238.5. And a ball speed of 136.3 miles per hour. All right, that's stock. So now let's get to the good stuff, the shaved faces. Let's start with the minimally shaved face. Carry of 225.4, total of 238.8, and a ball speed of 137.1 miles per hour. Now, let's move to the aggressive, where we got a total distance of 222.5 yards of carry, a total distance of 235.6, and a ball speed of 137.1 miles per hour. So, when you're looking at the data, you probably are thinking the exact same thing I am. There's no real difference. Actually, when you look at the aggressively shaved face, it's actually shorter off the tee. So, here are a couple observations on why that might be. One, when you look at the longest shots in the test, not the averages, they are made by the aggressively shaved face by about 10 yards. But the shortest shots were also with the aggressive shaved face, which is why the averages all are about the same. The next observation is with the carbon face on the new Stealth. 5 years ago when we did this test, we did it with a TaylorMade Jet Speed. That's got a titanium face. It's also got a variable depth face, meaning the face has different depths. So some parts of that face are going to be thicker and some are thinner. We knew how that would react when it was shaved. We didn't know how the carbon face would react when it was shaved. So what it looks like is we don't see on average as longer, but we do see some really long shots. We also see some erratic shots as well. All right, last observation really to make here. If you're all in on distance, which is probably why you're on worldshottestdrivers.com, what we would recommend is sticking with the minimally shaved face. Couple reasons why. It's actually longer, faster ball speeds. Also, there's less chance of breakage. Anytime you get over 100 miles an hour, the aggressive shaved face has a chance of breaking. Sometimes they say within a few weeks. So we definitely recommend, if you're going to go this route, go with the minimally shaved face. Also, just a side note, the more that we saw the face was shaved, the more erratic the driver reacted. Meaning your longs are going to be long, but they're also going to be really long into the woods and really shorter than your short shots. So just remember, there's circles that go left to right on the fairway, and there's circles that go front to back. This is just going to be a bigger overall circle from what we could see with the aggressive shaved face. All right, the TaylorMade Stealth without the red face obviously looks a little weird, but there's actually 60 layers when they started with this. So when they shaved them down, there's still a lot of carbon to go. And to be honest with you, the paint that you see on the front is just that, paint. You can get it customized from TaylorMade in almost any color you want, even hot pink. All right, to wrap this up, the reason why we chose the TaylorMade Stealth is because it's the world's hottest selling driver this year. But if that's not for you, don't sweat it. If you go to worldshottestdrivers.com, they have a laundry list of drivers for you to choose from. And if you do, let us know which one you chose. And until next time, I'll see you then.